Alright, now for the other mod battle that is played, we have Young Kitchard versus Ramblin' Rooklu. Starting with a Gen 8 replay we have here, which is funny because neither myself nor Tube played Gen 8. So this is the first Gen 8 match of the entire tournament. This is, yeah, it's the first Gen 8 battle of the whole tournament. Play with no music, because fuck that shit. Torn versus Slowbro. Nasty plot turn 1. Incredibly aggressive. Unfortunately misses the Hurricane. That would have been very good. I'm disrespecting dropping the DG in all caps. You love to see it, though. I love the double caps GG. I'm partial myself when I'm being disrespectful. I drop the GG with one capital G and one lowercase g, just because it also looks funny. We do see the switch into Toxapex versus the Blaziken. Knowing that with Regenerator, you can set the Tornadus up again later, it doesn't matter. We don't want to fuck around with misses, we're just going to haze the Blaziken. Because if you miss a Hurricane and it gets a speed boost and gets a Swords Dance off, it could potentially do a ton of damage to your team. Look at that, 54%. Taking some Rocky Helmet chips and Life Orb chip, but then hazed back down. Slifer drops the Ellipsis on the ladder. No, I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy. Alright. We see the Will-O-Wisp on the Toxapex. We knock off the Dragapult, get rid of its Life Orb. Man, we got the Life Orb squad over here. Hex doing a ton. Fishing for the poison on the Dragapult. We do get it, which is great. It's like a 30% chance. It's not that crazy. It's like Scald Burn. Chansey comes out. Did I do a ... versus Leonard? That's funny. I can't tell if you're lying. I can't tell if you're lying. Yo, Garchomp taking a bajillion from that close combat. But we do see the Life Orb chip and the Rough Skin chip. Garchomp's Scarf, so it's still faster. Able to knock that out. Go Corviknight on the Slowbro. Slowbro's such a bastard to deal with. Kind of just gotta chip away at it. It's here to stay. It's here to stay. We do see Tapu Lele come out. If this is Specs, we could see this potentially put a big wall into the Slowbro. Yep, and then we see the T-Bolt come out, knock the Slowbro out. Did not see a switch into Melmetal immediately. Now we see Young Melly up against the Corviknight. Double Iron Bash doing so much damage. Doing 44 when resisted. That's crazy. See Dragapult here on the Roost. Makes sense. Makes sense. When I see someone drop that, I PM them, thank you for the free points, baby. That's very funny. That happened to me yesterday. I played like one ORAS OU ladder game. I 6-0'd someone. They PM'd me asking for a rematch. I loaded up the same exact team and then 6-0'd them again. Crickets. And I hit him with the ... We see the Brave Bird knock out the Corviknight after tanking a Fiery Dance. Corviknight's so thick. And at this point, it's looking pretty grim for Melmetal to solo the rest of the team. It'll take the Garchomp, but it takes a lot of chip from doing so. And then Lele, all these other Pokemon that don't even need to risk missing. I can't believe it did 29 to a resist, dude. To bulky-ass Melmetal, Tapu Lele is so strong. And on to our final tournament replay that has been played. We have a Gen 6 game. A guy called me a noob and I told him I have more points and better GXE than you, baby boy. That's so funny. We're going to switch sides. We're going to watch it from Young Kitchard's perspective. We're going to turn the music off because fuck that. Because fuck that noise. Alright. I like this Mega Bro team. I also have this. We got the cool nicknames. We got the French nicknames. Hard Gliscor on the Zapdos. We pop the Toxic Orb. That's obviously great. HP Ice. We go hard to Rack. Basically, who dies? Look at that. Terrakion doing 16% to a Ferrothorn. Terag eats ass. True. Terag goes crazy this game. I'm going to find that message of you saying ... Very funny. Terrakion goes crazy this game. Honestly. Let's see. We do have something like Latios that scares it out. But realistically, no one's going to want to switch into close combat. Especially not Zapdos now that's already at 65%. Battle of the Ferrothorns. We see multiple hazards going up from Young Kitchard. Spikes and Stealth Rock. Heatran finally comes out on the Ferrothorn. Enough is enough. It's Balloon Tren. Spikes and 2 layers of spikes and Stealth Rock's a lot of hazards though when you're trying to play the long game versus a team like this with Mega Bro and with Tornadus and Gliscor. You really don't want to have all these hazards up. Probably see an Earthquake come out here. No, just a Roost. Incredible read. Magma Storm goes away because Heatran switched out. We see Swords Dance here. Swords Dance Gliscor also fucks the club up here. Absolutely fucks the club up here. Unless the Mega Latios is Ice Beam, I mean, we're going to see this thing be able to boost itself up to like +6 and do whatever it wants. We don't have to worry about getting staticked by the Zapdos. But we just see the Magnezone finally come out. But then switches out this turn. That was a good play, as acknowledged in chat. But Zapdos dies. Ferrothorn here to stay for another day. Zapdos is probably going to be important for the longevity of this game, but unfortunately it did not seem to make it into the end game, especially if it was Pressure. A mon like Pressure Zapdos could do a lot of work. Paralyzing the Bro potentially with Discharge also would have been great. Power up, T-Tard just barely not able to pick up the 2-hit KO on the Ferrothorn. We do see the Shell Smash Cloyster, and we don't see those stats go back up, so we know it's a King's Rock. Uh-oh, and it dodges the Power Whip. This thing could have gone absolutely buck wild crazy right here. It kills the Ferrothorn. So obviously, we're going to see the Bro come out. The crazy bulky Bro is going to come out. Look at that 7, 6, crazy damage. Bro is so thick. But we do see a flinch. With a 60% chance to flinch. If we see one more, we could see Cloyster sweep. But unfortunately, we do get the Scald off and Cloyster dies. Very unfortunate. Mega Latios comes out. It depends on what it said, as we do see Calm Mind. We've seen Psyshock. If this thing is Calm Mind plus a healing type move, it might be able to take this, honestly, over the Tornadus. We see Shadow Ball, which is interesting coverage. Knockoff doing quite a bit. And it looks like we're not going to see a healing move on the Latios. Unfortunately for Rooklu here. If this thing was Recover, we could have seen potentially, we could have seen a huge comeback. And we could have seen Calm Mind Mega Latios take the W. So at this point, you know, Ferrothorn was in when something died, so it's just going to get HP fired. At 60%, it's not living. You're not going to get a triple protect for the leftovers anyways. Heatran comes out. Bro comes out, dies to a Magma Storm. But it's looking like Gliscor is just going to be able to clean up. Look at that. Boom. Because unfortunately the Latios is at 10, it's going to die to Stealth Rocks. It did not have a healing type move. Very unfortunate. And that is another 2-0. 3 2-0s. 6 games. 6 games played in tournament.